The new 2021 quarter mint error prices are going crazy on eBay. Let's take a look at this. Some of these have nicknames. It's kind of trendy. New coins come out with something that looks similar, like a die. Let's say a die chip looks like something, so they can name it. So here we have a die chip, and it's actually on the brim of the hat. One person was calling it feathers in the cap. I think it's a feathery crown was one of them. Sold for $51. I mean, basically, you find this in your change, you put it up on eBay, and you make $50 or whatever it is after fees. So this was not quite the crown that a lot of people I've seen on here. There's die chips. All these are die chips. Now, some designs on coins will be known very well for die chips in certain areas. That's where the die fails because of the stresses and because of the way that the design is on the actual die, and how the striking pressure is concentrated on certain parts. So these could very well be so common that they're not going to be worth what some of these are selling for. But I'm not trying to discourage anything here, because honestly, I think that it's cool to find stuff like this myself. And we'll look at this. We'll look at the crown. And this one I think I might have covered a little bit, but it's a huge mass, like it's a die chip, obviously, a little die break over top of the hat. And it's hard to see it in that image, but yeah. And that's kind of large for this small of a coin, obviously. But the point of it is that why can't just the variety attributors just say, okay, so we know these are, on the die, we know they're big chips, not anything really special, but still yet people want these and are collecting these. So why not support that? Why can't we just say, okay, these are new die varieties, FS whatever, or whatever you want to, whoever does the quarters. That way it can be something people look for and collect. It creates interest. It creates value in these quarters that are just really common, that are created, basically minted in the millions. I mean, to me, I think it would be better just to make them varieties. There's one of them here that I thought was kind of cool. It was called the Burning Building. And I mean, it looks like a burning building. If that's raised on the coin or I don't know if it's a structure, it looks like it might be raised, seeing the images. But I mean, you've got the planes coming in, and it looks like the the building's on fire. Like I said, it's just kind of cool, and it sold for $161. Okay, now will these values hold up? Probably not. Not the way things work today. I wish, though, if someone would come in and say, okay, if they've got enough examples of these, if you found 4 or 5 of them, you send them off to someone at Konica, then we can take a look at them and say, okay, this is the same die pair. Maybe get these mapped out. I don't know. It's a process that's very difficult to break into. But as it is, this is what I would call the black market, or the little side market on eBay here, where people can trade mint errors. This is called, I don't know if this is the same thing, but it sold for $301. And it's actually looks like a strike through. So this is calling it the exploding tower error. So this one here, I mean, if it's a strike through, that's cool. I think someone found one in our group and sent it off, but it is considered a strike through. So if someone pays $300 for it, that's a little much in my opinion. But the thing of it is it's in an area that's really cool, because it's got the building burning and you've got planes flying over like they could have bombed it. I mean, I know it sounds, it's nothing to do with the actual mission of the coin. I know that, but sometimes this is the way things happen in the hobby. And it's kind of neat. I see some feeder finger scrapes. I think there was one up here with the feeder finger scrapes on it. Those are kind of cool to find. And let's see, we'll take a look here. Really close. Yeah. Can't really tell exactly if that's raised on it. It looks like it might be, but like I said, it's always better to have them attributed, but you're going to be out $100. It's just like my 2021 Morgan dollar. I mean, I sent it off and it could come back post-mint damage for all I know, but I'm pretty sure that, it's a struck through. It's a little thinning going on there. But the thing of it is, when you're looking through these coins and you see a nickname on it and you put it up first, you're going to get you some money out of it. And if people are willing to pay it and they understand what it is and know that these might not be great investments right now, but I mean, $300 for a 2021 quarter. Someone probably found in their change. $170, $150, $45. I mean, that's what eBay does for us. eBay allows people to find little things like that are interesting. They put it up there, or someone thinks it's collectible and they want to buy it, so they do. But to me, that's a little careless, because what if it's not a strike through? What if it's just damage, and then someone else pays $200 or $300 for it? Or what if it's not really a die chip or something? You know what I mean? It's better to have these looked at and actually attributed, and that's where the gray area is for me. Like I said, I know people are having fun, they're making some money, people are getting some coins they think's cool, it's got a nickname on it, but I'm not so sure if it's great for the hobby or not. We need to get the experts involved in it so that they can be an actual variety. I mean, when you look at die chips, okay, think of the Franklin $half with the goiter neck. Okay, so that's a die break. Why not do that with these quarters? That's going to be a die variety. Now, as far as strike throughs and feeder finger scrapes, those would be the mint errors. Okay, so they have to be, basically labeled as a mint error. I know it's going to cost about $100 plus shipping and also memberships to get some of these graded, but it's almost the only way to do it, to actually keep it as honest as possible, because there's so many people who are going to take advantage of these listings and list stuff that is not what these are. I mean, I can tell some of these, I can tell they're legit, die chips or whatever you want to call them, die breaks, little tiny die breaks, and they're really insignificant in the scheme of things. But if you can get one that is in a certain area on a coin and actually looks like something's going on, like the burning building or the exploding building or something like that, I get it. It is kind of neat. I actually didn't realize those existed until I started doing a little bit of research, and I actually think they're kind of cool myself. So thanks for watching my latest video. Hey, if you find something cool in your quarters, go over to Coin Help You community and post it there, and we'll take a look at it. Try to give us really good images. The last person that put which is what they call the exploded building or burning building, whatever it was, didn't have really good images. You couldn't really tell the details. So I want to share that with everyone. Please hit the sub button and the bell so you get all notifications, and have a great day.